Previously, in the anime, God accidentally gives our forever single boy Rentaro 100 soulmates, but with an extreme catch, that is, if Rentaro fails to impress even a single soulmate out of 100. That girl will die, so the harem happiness came with a heavy price, and somehow Rentaro was able to get 3 out of his 100 soulmates. 3 of them are extremely cute. But when Rentaro goes to class to pick his phone, he saw the Nano all alone, and as he tried to talk, both of them felt the sting of current inside of them. Rentaro understood that's it. She's the 4th soulmate, so he tried to ask her to tag along with him to see the test results, but Nano knows she's first in the class, so she passed on that offer. Then Rentaro leaves from there for now and goes to see his test score, and there he saw what Nano said was true. She's the top in the ladder as a true genius with perfect score. And the girls tells Rentaro that Nano is a super genius, that she got an identity of an advanced AI, so in the science lab, instead of trying out the practical way. Nano was copying everything about cells from her textbook. She thinks it's a better way to learn, and she doesn't want to waste time observing the cells. But Rentaro convinced Nano to try seeing those microorganisms through microscope, and instead of onion she took her textbook to see the drawing. She's a lost cause. So Rentaro gets to his own work but cuts his finger with blade, so Nano put his finger in her mouth to apply saliva, because saliva is a natural antibacterial. But she had no idea how difficult it was for Rentaro to control his blood pressure from that awesome pleasure, and while they were doing that, his 3 girlfriends had no idea what was going on right behind their back. Then afterwards, Rentaro thanked Nano for her help and he wanted to repay her kindness, but she was acting hard to get. Rentaro tried to get closer to her by asking her about her hobbies, and she tells him that she has no interest in anything other than her studies. Nano thinks having fun means they are neglecting their future, but Rentaro objects to that thought. But life is meaningless without studies from her point of view. But still, no matter how hard she tried to run away from her feelings, she kept thinking of Rentaro that night, so she decided her fate and proposed to Rentaro the other day, and Rentaro accepted her love. But right away she breaks up with Rentaro, as she made a scam of the year with him. She planned to end her love from the beginning, because romance between teens is just a waste of time. But Rentaro didn't back down and told her that he won't accept this end. Rentaro tells Nano that he still loves her, and even if Nano declines she still has feelings for Ren after all. So Ren asked for only one chance, that he would make her fall in love with him. So the next day, they goes to a theme park for their date, and Ren brought out a camera to capture their memories together. They then goes to a haunted house, but only Ren was feeling the fun of the theme park. So after that they got into a Ferris wheel ride, and Nano was feeling scared from the heights, so Rentaro sits beside her to hold her hands to make her feel secure. Then at noon, Ren gave out their photos together, but even after this Nano believes that these memories are meaningless to her because, as she will not have a relationship with him. So Ren then decided to destroy their fun memories right there, but Nano suddenly started to remember their time together and became honest with her feelings this time. Their Rentaro made her understand the value of feelings that last forever in her life, and with that, the tough rock cracked and she accepted to become Rentaro's girlfriend. So he introduced Nano to his other 3 girls, and they weren't surprised at all and accepted the new member in their family. But when they heard that Ren took Nano to a theme park for a date, they all wanted to have the same fun time together, and there the pervert got the real-time idea, that is, to go to water park. So everyone goes swimsuit shopping, but Karain was troubled to choose a swimsuit, but she did like one pair and bought it thinking Ren would like that. So they all met at the park and the girls just took Rentaro's heart by storm with those perfect swimsuits, especially Nano. But Karain was embarrassed to show herself, and Ren thought she might be cold that she covered herself with that thing, so she leaves to sit on the sidelines, and then everyone took a dip. But Suzuka was seeing the world at 360 degrees in the whirlpool, and their Hikari was making a move on Rentaro with her massive racks, and Nano didn't want to be left behind. So she gives Rentaro a nice and soft feel of her own features, and their Hikari took the challenge and lets Ren squeeze her massive racks as well. This got into a wild competition which pair Rentaro would love, but Rentaro got bathed in a bloodbath from the soft heat, so they took him out of the pool as he was drowning in there. But while trying to give him CPR, Hikari started kissing him, so Nano moved her out, but even she couldn't control her naughty thoughts, and at this rate Ren was sure to die. So both of them ran to find a lifeguard for help, but they were stopped by 3 ruffians. They wanted to have fun with the girls and one of them tried to touch Hikari. So Nano steps in and blinds the guy, but that increases the trouble for them because the other two are pissed. But in the meantime, Suzuka was wandering around the world without a stop. And then her tube was out and she took a stop, but she didn't know where she was. And on Hikari's side, Nano tells the tube guy that she would hang out with them but let Hikari go so she could save Ren, because she thinks she is Rentaro's new girlfriend, so if something happened to Hikari, he would feel much more sadness. But Hikari tells Nano that even if she hasn't been dating Ren for too long, Rentaro's feelings for his girlfriends are always equal. But there the dude had his bottoms up, but Rentaro comes for the rescue. He tells them to back off because two of them are his girlfriends. So the guy didn't believe on him and told Rentaro to prove it, so their Hikari and Nano kissed Rentaro right away, so the ruffians ran away from there out of jealousy. So basically Karain saw that Rentaro was out of commission and Hikari and Nano were in trouble as well, so she told this to Rentaro and he comes back to life just listening to that. But they forgot about Suzuka, and remembering it Rin runs out for the rescue, but Suzuka was a little too far for Rentaro to see, and that first time, Suzuka called out to someone with her sweet but faint voice, and Rentaro heard even that faint voice and saved her. She was in such awe that she kissed Rin in public and instantly became embarrassed. Then after bringing her back, he invites Karain, but she was still embarrassed, and Rentaro knew that she was feeling down because she compared her chest size to Hikari and Nano. So he tells Karain that she's perfect for her age and he took off her cover and saw Karain seriously looked cute in that swimsuit. He hugged her to make her believe. And in that heating moment they stole a hot kiss there, then they met up with other girls and had pretty fun time with each other. But with that our another 2 episode ends, but stay tuned to watch another recap of this anime, and don't forget to subscribe the channel and hit the bell icon to get the latest updates. Till then take care.